My name is Marge Murphy. My company is Acadia Lead Management Services. I've been working with the Growth Coach and incorporating the Growth Coach process into my business for the past 5 years. I'm located in Dayton, Ohio, and my company is very virtual. We have staff members across the United States. Since joining the Growth Coach 5 years ago, I've grown tremendously on a personal level and a professional level as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a mother, as a wife. The Growth Coach process has helped me enormously with regards to finding balance between my work life, my personal life. With regards to leadership, my ability to look at things strategically and understand what it is that I need to incorporate into my business has enabled us to grow over 900% in the past 5 years. However, due to the amount of growth, there's been a tremendous amount of balance that I've had to incorporate both into my personal life and my business life. Using the strategies and the process that I've learned through the Growth Coach, I've been able to incorporate skills that have helped me keep that balance, have enabled me to be a better leader for Acadia, and overall a better parent, a better friend to those in my personal life. I truly believe strategic timeouts are an essential part of everyone's life, both personally and professionally. Understanding where it is that you want to be going, not getting caught up in the details, but charting your course for success on both a personal level and a professional level, and having the ability to incorporate and understand what it is that's important is extremely vital to the growth that I've been able to achieve professionally and personally. Acadia has experienced a tremendous amount of growth over the past 5 years. I often reflect upon where I started and where I am today, what's taken me there, how can I maintain moving forward. There have been elements in the past 5 years, and during the course of that tremendous growth, I don't know if I would have been able to handle it had I not had my coach in the background. He was always a sounding board, someone who could provide objective feedback, who could help me stay the course, remind me to be strategic, remind me to take my time outs. There were some very critical points in the course of our growth where I truly was thinking that it wasn't worth it, that I needed to give it up. And I always had that Jiminy Cricket, I always had my coach behind me, encouraging me, helping me stay the course, encouraging the growth that we were feeling, not as a pain, but as something that was positive and good. And there was never a day that went by where I didn't take my time out, that I didn't reflect upon all of those elements. And honestly, without those in place, I don't know if I would still be here today, if my company would exist in the way that it does. And many of the successes I have to contribute and attribute to the Growth Coach process. My involvement with the Growth Coach has had a tremendous impact on my organization as a whole. When I began working with my coach over 5 years ago, I was a very, very small business. I had only myself as an employee and 3 or 4 consultants. Today, I have 5 employees and over 40 consultants working for me. Through the course of that growth, the process was extremely important because it helped me continue to focus on the strategies that I needed to focus on. It helped me focus on the leadership, the fact that I needed to hold people accountable, that I needed to teach them how to hold their people accountable. So it's become a very important part of Acadia and what it is that we do on a daily basis. We often take strategic timeouts as a group. We take strategic timeouts individually. We often do the wheel of life and the balance. We often take a look at our clients and help them to take strategic timeouts so that we can be better vendors for them and that we can provide services that are more in line with their strategies. And it never ceases to amaze me that when we take those timeouts, we're able to uncover golden nuggets, whether they be internally to Acadia or externally to our clients and the people that we interface with. The Growth Coach has improved my personal life through being knowledgeable about the fact that I need to keep balance. I think one of the most important tools that I use on a regular basis through the Growth Coach is that wheel of balance. When we look at the wheel of life and we consider what we're doing in terms of our personal life, exercise, health, reading, and then we take a look at the business part of it and we see the elements that we need to incorporate in that wheel, we can often gauge where it is that we're running flat. And I always like looking at whether or not my tire is flat on one side or I've got everything well in balance. And I often thought of my professional life and my personal life as two separate entities. And when I evaluate the wheel, I realize they're integrally mixed. They're part of one another. And in order for me to keep that balance, I have to keep both portions of my life in balance. So I love using that wheel. In addition to using the wheel, the strategic timeouts become an important part of that. So if I do have a portion of my life that isn't inflated where I need it to be inflated, I can take a strategic timeout to think about how I can reinvigorate that portion of my wheel. I would recommend this process to any business owner, no matter how small or large your business is. It's an extremely important element to understand what strategy is and what that process of keeping that strategic mindset in place is. As business owners, as employees, as managers and team members, we often get caught up in the day-to-day tasks that we need to accomplish. Everyone within an organization needs to be able to step back and understand where they fit into the process and how they can build that process to incorporate better leadership skills for the people that are working for them, better leadership skills for the community, better leadership skills on a personal level. It's a process that really incorporates every aspect of our life. It's not just to be a business workshop, it's meant to be a holistic workshop. And by sharing it with others within your organization, sharing it with others in your personal life, you're able to help them grow as individuals, and I can see no reason why there would not be any corporation or business owner who would not want to take this process into their business, into their personal lives.